I know sometimes there are things you don't understand. Broken roads, faded dreams. Been trying to find your way again. I'm seeing your tears, I'm hearing your cries, but know that I'll never leave your side, even in the change. sky's gonna clear, the clouds will shatter, just to wait and see. And all of those things that you thought mattered were footprints in sand, washed clean away by the sea. So don't lose heart, love will prevail. No, don't lose heart, love will find a way. Love will find a way. The morning sun is rising, spreading its light on the bed, shining all that same old spot that's been empty for some time. It's been a while since she left us, and somehow I'm soldiering on. And now you walk into my life and ask me to love again. Now it's too late to walk away. You crash into my life like a category 5, but is it too fast for a broken heart? Maybe it's not worth stealing. The same old dirt road, dropping the kids off to school. Life has just been passing by. I've been doing the best I can, but it's a pretty neat sunrise, a little brighter shade of blue. And there's 2 cups of coffee in my car and a detour in my way. It's too late to walk away. You crashed into my life like a
All at once in a dream, we are together. You could fall all at once. I can see it. We're back together. You could call it a vision. You could call it a vision. You could
Sigiri.
call it a vision.
Today you are climbing the Sigiriya
Yes, Sigiri.
30. Early morning 4:45. Start climb in the you want to climb start with the 5 o'clock sunrise. This two-way I will pick up in here after sunrise. Back to here, there are nice viewpoint, beautiful viewpoint, secret on the way back. Maybe 2,000 can ask hotel, maybe 3,000
Open up the
like
window.
3,000, 3,500.
I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the wind blow, and the late summer sky is like a dying ember. Everything is turning into gold when the autumn leaves are playing chases. Puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some